สวัสดีค่ะเช้านี้เรามาเริ่มนั่งสมาธิกันเลยนะคะ Good morning everyone. Let us start our morning meditation. ให้เราเปิดมือสองข้างไว้บนตักนะคะ มองไปที่รูปท่านสีมาตาจีค่ะอยู่ในสภาวะที่ผ่อนคลายนะคะปล่อยวางตั้งสติอยู่บนกระหม่อมนะคะ Let us sit in front of Shimataji. Open both hands on the lap. Be completely relaxed. Put our attention on the top of our head. ในสภาวะนี้นะคะเรามีการเชื่อมต่ออย่างเต็มที่นะคะสติเราอยู่บนกระหม่อมเราจะยกพลังและทำบันดันนะคะ In this state we will raise Kundalini and take Bandan.
I'll teach you how to raise your own Kundalini, which is your own. Now today I'll teach you how to raise your own Kundalini, which is your own. Now put your left hand in front of the Kundalini, here. All of you sitting down. Can you see me? Put your left hand like this, just like this in front. Like this in front. This hand like this. The right hand has to be moved up, front, down, back, like that, clockwise. You have to raise it. Now, let us raise our Kundalini. Start it moving slowly, like this, like this, like this. And throw your hands up, absolutely loose, and then give it a twist. Throw your head back, and now give it a knot. That's one. We have to do it twice. Again, let's do it. Hold the hand in front and start moving it. Take it up, throw your hand, and just give it a twist. And here it is. Third time, you have to give 3 twists. You can do it at home. Throw back your hands, head and hands loose, and give it one, then the second one, and then the third one, like this. Now see, it will improve. Now, there's one thing more one must learn, how to give protection to your aura. That is very important. Protection to your aura, I wish people knew how to do it. They would have saved themselves in many troubles. Is to put your left hand like this. And with the right hand, you move it like this. From here, move it. 1. Go back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. This is how you give protection to yourself. Now see your vibration. All right? It's better.
พลังและทำบันดันนะคะเราจะสัมผัสได้ถึง vibration ถึงพรของสิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์นะคะที่อยู่รายล้อมตัวเราและตอนนี้เราสามารถสัมผัสสิ่งนั้นได้บนระบบประสาทของเราบนมือบนร่างกายของเราบนสสราระของเรานะคะนี่คือพรที่ประเสริฐอย่างยิ่งที่วิชุติจักระนะคะจักระที่5มอบให้แก่เรา collective consciousness นะคะสติที่รับรู้ถึงสรรพสิ่งนะคะ After we rest Kundalini and take Bandan, we can feel the beautiful vibrations around us. This is the blessing from the divine. that we can feel on our nervous system. After we got realization, our nervous system awaken and can feel collective consciousness, which is a very big, very beautiful blessing. ให้เราค่อยๆหลับตาลงนะคะ Now we slowly close our eyes. ให้เราวางมือสองข้างบนพระแม่ธรณีค่ะ We put our both hand on Mother Earth. ให้เรารีแลกซ์และผ่อนคลาย และรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับพระแม่ธรณีนะคะ ร่างกายของเราทุกๆเซลล์ธาตุดินของเรา ทุกๆเซลล์ของเรานะคะ ให้รวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับท่านและเราขออภัยท่านนะคะ ที่เราสัมผัสร่างกายของท่านด้วยเท้าของเรา และขอบคุณทุกๆสิ่งที่ท่านมอบให้แก่เรา และที่ท่านดูแลเราในทุกย่างก้าวนะคะ ด้วยแรงดึงดูดของท่านด้วยความรักของท่าน และซึมซับคุณสมบัติทุกอย่างของท่าน เข้ามาในตัวของเรา We try to connect to the Mother Earth. We ask her for forgiveness that we touch her with our feet and thanks you her for everything she gave us. And try to absorb all her qualities.พระแม่ธรณีได้โปรดมอบความสมดุลให้แก่ช่องพลังและทุกๆจักระของข้าพเจ้าและได้โปรดมอบคุณสมบัติของท่านให้แก่ข้าพเจ้าและได้โปรดค้ำจุนข้าพเจ้าในการเติบโตทางจิตวิญญาณนี้ในการนั่งสมาธิในการเข้าสู่โยคะการตื่นรู้ทางจิตวิญญาณ Mother Earth, please balance us and give us all of your qualities and support us in this spiritual essence. Bring us to yoga.สติที่จักระที่หนึ่งนะคะ attention on Muladhara the first chakra คุณแม่ได้โปรดมอบความบริสุทธิ์ไร้เดียงสาความเป็นสิริมงคลวิจารณญาณปัญญาญาณให้แก่ข้าพเจ้า Mother, please bless us with innocence, purity, discretion and discrimination and auspiciousness. วางสองมือกลับหงายกลับลงบนตักนะคะ Our both hand back on the lap เอานิ้วชี้มือขวานะคะวางไว้ที่วิชุดีนะคะตรงกลางคอของเรา ชี้ไปตรงฐานคอของเราค่ะ We put our right index finger, forefinger, at the base of our throat, which is the Vishuddhi chakra. คุณแม่ได้โปรดทำให้ข้าพเจ้าเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับสรรพสิ่ง Mother please make me become one with the whole. Make me become part and parcel of the whole. คุณแม่ได้โปรดทำให้ข้าพเจ้าสามารถสัมผัสได้ถึงส่วนรวมทั้งหมดขอให้ข้าพเจ้าสัมผัสได้ถึงไวเบรชันที่ละเอียดลึกซึ้งของส่วนรวม Mother please bless us with the collective consciousness. Make me feel the beautiful vibration of the whole. เราจะใช้มันตรานะคะ สิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์หรือสัญลักษณ์นะคะ ลักษณะประจำจักรวิชุดีก็คือพระกฤษณะนะคะ บุคลิกภาพของท่านคือตัวแทนที่แสดงถึงคุณสมบัติของจักรานี้และศักดิของท่านนะคะคือพระแม่ราธาศักดิก็คือพลังอำนาจของท่านนะคะเราจะสวดศรีราธากฤษณะโอม त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीराधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः ลองสังเกต vibration หลังจากที่เราสวดมันตรานะคะ การเปลี่ยนแปลงที่เกิดขึ้น Let us observe what happened after we use mantra. ขวาวางกลับลงบนตักนะคะ right hand back on the lap ตั้งสติไว้บนกระหม่อมค่ะที่จักระที่7สาสราระ Now we keep our attention at the top of our head on Sasarara, the 7 chakra. นี้เราสัมผัสได้ถึงการเชื่อมต่อนะคะสาสราระของเราเปิดคุณแม่คุณธรินีทะลุออกมาแล้วเราสัมผัสได้ถึงสรรพสิ่งโยคะเกิดขึ้นที่นี่นะคะด้วยสติของเราแน่วแน่อยู่ที่สาสราระนะคะจิตวิญญาณจากหัวใจของเราก็ขึ้นมาอยู่บนนี้แล้วเราอยู่ในสภาวะของจิตวิญญาณจิตวิญญาณจะเป็นผู้ดูนะคะเป็นผู้รู้อย่างเดียวไม่ใช่ผู้เป็นไม่ใช่ผู้เล่นละครเป็นคนดูละครแล้วเราอยู่ในสภาวะนี้นะคะถ้ามีความคิดเข้ามาโดยรู้สึกถึงการติดขัดรู้สึกถึงอารมณ์ที่แทรกเข้ามาสิ่งแปลกปลอมใดๆที่ไม่ใช่จิตวิญญาณที่ไม่ใช่ความรักและปิติสุขสิ่งนั้นไม่ใช่เรานะคะไม่ใช่ธรรมชาติที่แท้ของเราเป็นการปรุงแต่งเป็นมายาให้เราบอกว่าไม่ใช่เราไม่ใช่เราไม่ใช่เรา Now, our mother continually prays to the Sasrara and bring us to the yoga state. In this state, we are the pure spirit. We are not this body, not this thought, not this emotion, not any attachment. If anything with this illusion come, we just say, we are not this, we are not this, we are the pure spirit. The spirit is only love and joy. Keep our attention here and sit in silence. ตั้งสติตรงนี้แล้วนั่งในความสงบสักครู่หนึ่งค่ะเราอยู่ในสภาวะเงียบสงบปราศจากความคิดนี้อย่างสมบูรณ์แบบนะคะเราจะฟังคำสอนของท่านซิมาตจีนะคะให้เรารักษาสภาวะนี้ไว้นะคะเพื่อซึมซับคำสอนซึมซับไวเบรชั่นจากท่านอย่างเต็มที่ค่ะ In this state, please be absolutely thoughtless. We will listen to Shimataji teaching and absorb all her vibrations, all her teaching inside us.
Collectivity is the basic of your ascent. Collectivity is the basic of your ascent. If you are not collective, if you do not come to the center, if you do not meet each other, then you are like a nail which is cut out of the finger, and the divine has nothing to do with you. you are out of the tree, like the flowers which are come out of the tree can exist for a while, no doubt, but after some time they are dead and finished. So it is important for all of you to understand that collectivity, if it is not established in Sahaja Yoga, Sahaja Yoga will die out. That we have to be absolutely collective. No question of having groups. Even if somebody makes mistakes or something, they never talk about it to anybody else but to me. They never discuss about each other. They never talk ill about each other. They never form any groups. So now, let us see how do we miss out on collectivity. It's a very practical, down-to-earth understanding. First, we must know without collectivity we cannot exist. As the body has to be in connection with the brain, in the same way, without collectivity, Sahaja Yoga cannot exist. Once you understand that, then you have to work it out that collectivity is absolutely established within and without. It is more within that we have to establish than without. Whatever you have within is manifested outside. Now, how do we establish it within ourselves? First of all, we have to understand that now we are the relations of each other. Ganeshwara has said, Techi soyari kohti. Who is that crying? All right, Tirada. I chat. All right. So the first thing is that within ourselves, we have to see introspection, with introspection. What are we doing against collectivity in our mind? How our mind is working. I do not know what thing comes first in the human mind about another person. But the first thing is that these are your real relations. And nobody else are your relations. These children are your children, and these men are your brothers, and these ladies are your sisters, and we are one big family together. We are part and parcel of one body. As this hand cannot hit another hand, thank God it doesn't think. Otherwise, as human beings, they might start thinking against another hand. But they don't, because they're connected to one brain activity. So the first thing one has to understand that do not try to see the defects of another person, but goodness of another person. That is really going to help you. On the contrary, what you have to do, as soon as you know about somebody, then you have to think what goodness he has got. How can I imbibe that goodness within myself? Because we are here to enrich ourselves spiritually. So you must think as first and foremost thing, what can I do to get the goodness of that person within myself? So you'll be looking out for the goodness of that person, then instead of looking out for bad qualities. Because bad qualities are not going to nourish you at all. Also, if somebody has bad qualities, no use thinking about you yourself, because if you start thinking about it, they are not going to be improved. It is somebody else's problem. So best thing is to look at another person with adoration and understanding, with love, that he is one of us and what can I use. Now if I have the hand, I don't have to think because we are programmed that way. If I have to hold this, automatically I use my hand, not my feet. I know my hands are going to do. But when I have to walk, I don't walk with my hands, because I know my feet have to walk. In the same way, you have to know which Sahaja is going to help you to nourish yourself. Immediately your mind will become very clear. Now Mother has said we have to have compassion. Now where do you have our compassion? On the walls, where do we use our compassion? Where do we use our compassion? So Sahaja Yoga is to be practiced doesn't mean that you sit down with my photograph all the time. It doesn't mean that. It means you practice compassion. You practice that. Then you have to practice love. Now how do you practice love with others? If you love someone, what do? You try to please that person. Small things can make people very happy. I know you all try to please me very much. You'll give me presents, you'll find out things which are good for me, you'll go out of the way, buy sweet flowers for me. Beautiful things you do to please me. I am over pleased, I must tell you. But I am more pleased, much more pleased, if you understand collectivity and try to please each other. Such a person pleases me the most, that the attention is more on pleasing each other. As soon as you decide you have to please others, your tongue will become different. It will become a sweet tongue. The tongue which was like a pair of scissors becomes such a beautiful thing of honey. Then you talk little, but you really pour honey on another person, another person really enjoys it. So now the practice love, where do you practice? Ask your question. Where do I practice love? What do I love? We love our house, we love our photographs, our decorations, everything. But do I practice this love on my wife or on my husband or on other surgeries? In our Sahaj culture, we have to practice compassion and love. And thirdly, we have to practice patience. I know some children are maybe little more mischievous, some are less mischievous. So patience is needed. And patience is needed in such a way that others should see your patience. Yesterday, for example, I was sitting for about, 3 hours shaking hands with all sorts of people and all types of problems. And the person who came last, he said, looking at your patience, I developed my own patience. And love gives you patience. This love nourishes you. I'm telling you, it's absolutely down to earth method. Here I have not mentioned that you trust God. I'm just saying trust yourself. Absolutely down to earth, because we are talking about your brain. Now we have been saying that we have to forgive everyone. But we don't practice that. Small things like math people will remember. When only I had heard that snake has this capacity to remember if somebody has hurt him. But here I find human beings have no less capacity. Whatever has happened 13 years back, 15 years back, they all remember each and everything. Whatever has hurt them. But how they have hurt others, they don't remember. How they have been nasty to others, don't remember. Because this is a human mind which has got the ego. It can go on hurting others, it doesn't feel anything. And the superego which goes on receiving all the hurts and always complaining about it. So it is for you to realize that you are the one who is breaking the collectivity. First, you should not criticize. Don't use your brain for criticism. Already criticism has been too much in the West. I mean, they have got now technique of criticizing. All the art is finished because of the critics. The artists are afraid to show their paintings. Artists are afraid to show their creations because they will be criticized. Now the only thing that is left are critics. And the critics are criticizing critics. That's all. There's no creativity, nothing. So try to appreciate everything. Children are producing pictures, paintings anyway. They make sometimes my face is very funny when they draw. Not the children, even grown-ups. Doesn't matter. I appreciate it. It's very good, wonderful, very nice. To encourage that person. So criticism should go out of our mind, but appreciation should be practiced. Appreciation of others' children, appreciation of other people is very important. But that doesn't mean that you appreciate all others and torture your wife or torture your husband. That also is an imbalance. First responsibility is your family, but you should appreciate others. And this comes when you have no jealousies about anyone. This jealousy, I don't know from where it comes. I don't know this quality of jealousy, why there is jealousy. So also, if you have jealousy, you have to use it for the right purpose. And what is if jealousy is for competition, then you compete with a person who is more compassionate, more loving, more sacrificing, more patient. So this competition becomes a very healthy competition and the collectivity becomes very nourished. Now try to feel that you are all part and parcel of one personality. Try to understand this and practice this. This will help you a lot. Little things like buying a little present for someone. You see something, oh, this will be very nice for this purpose. Now the worst enemy of collectivity is aggressiveness. Some people are basically aggressive. Their style of talking is extremely aggressive. The way they say things is aggressive. Maybe because anything. Maybe they are better educated. Maybe they come from a very aggressive family. Maybe they are having a kind of a superiority complex or an inferiority complex or a sense of insecurity. Or maybe they are possessed. They try to dominate and show their very strong feelings towards people of superiority. They may be inferior. It's not necessary, but they do. And this is something is to be curbed. So what you have to practice here is humility. Try to be humble. There was a joke like this, that one gentleman was going on the staircase and another was coming from the top. So this gentleman who is going up there said to the another that please move. So he said, I don't move for fools. The person who was climbing up, he said, but I do. And he moved out. That's how the humility works. You have to be humble in your approach to others. I mean, English language is outwardly very humble. Like you must say please, you must say thank you 10 times, please, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you. But not in the heart. Like supposing somebody doesn't say thank you, the another person may even beat you. Why didn't you say thank you to me? This is not humility. Humility is that in no way you try to aggress others. And if others are aggressive, you accept it as a childish thing, as a stupid thing, as a foolish thing, has no meaning. Because you are so powerful, you can bear it. That is humility which you have to practice. And all these qualities, if you have, you will really be surprised that you will lose your selfishness. Your selfishness will start dropping out. Because selfishness, how ugly it is, you start realizing very soon when you become generous. So you practice your generosity. Meditating together is the best way to feel the collectivity. You can meditate at home, of course, you have to cleanse it for your depth, but also you must meditate together. And when you meditate together, then the strength that you have strengthens others, and the strength of the whole collectivity improves so much. We are meditating together is a very big thing. Everyone has to understand that whenever you get time, you find out in the morning times, for example, we'll go to the ashram and meditate. Say Sunday morning, we'll just go and meditate in the ashram. Just for meditation, you have to come. Meditate and go away. Because I reside in this ashram. I am here. So leave your homes, come here and meditate. Meditation will help you a lot. Wherever you are together, I am with you. But when you are away from each other, I am not with you. Only in difficulties, when you are pushed into some places where I am not there, where you think I am not there, I am there. But if you deliberately are keeping out of collectivity, I am not with you. So try to grow your collectivity, otherwise you cannot go deep into your own depths. You cannot become a great Sahaja. You cannot really be called a Sahaja. Those who have a sense of collectivity can only become that. So we have before us in Melbourne so many people. And when the quantity increases, the quality should not fall down. And the quality of collectivity has to be very strong by having very strong bonds. I like when you praise someone. Normally I've seen whenever I'm anywhere, people only talk about people who are negative. Nobody talks about positive people. So I don't know about them. Most I know who are negative. So I would love to know about people who are very positive, who are great, who are doing good things, and forget about the negative. They'll drop out in any way. So best thing is to tell about the people who are positive, who are doing good work, who are real Sahajogis. I bless you all in Melbourne that you have a beautiful collectivity and enjoy yourself, and every meeting should be a festival for you and an enjoyment. May God bless you.
ขอให้เรานั่งอยู่ในสมาธินะคะ ซึมซับคำสอนของท่านนะคะ และไวเบรชันของท่านค่ะ Now we sit in meditation, try to absorb her vibration and her teaching. ท่านยังอยากนั่งอยู่ในสมาธิอยู่นะคะ ก็นั่งต่อไปได้เลยนะคะ If you want to sit, continue sitting in meditation in silence, you can sit. Whenever you want to stop, please thank you to Chi Mataji, rest Kundalini and take Bandhan. เมื่อไหร่ที่อยากจะออกจากสมาธินะคะ ก็ให้ขอบคุณท่านสีมาตาจี ยกพลังและทำบันดันนะคะ ปกป้องจักระค่ะ ขอให้ท่านมีสติรู้ที่รับรู้ถึงสรรพสิ่งเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับส่วนรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับกลุ่มนะคะ การทางออนไลน์เราสามารถสัมผัสไวเบรชั่นได้แน่นอนค่ะ แต่ว่าถ้าเราสามารถมีโอกาสที่จะมาเข้ากลุ่มนะคะ ก็จะยิ่งทำให้เราเติบโตได้ดียิ่งขึ้นนะคะทำให้เราพัฒนาแข็งแรงยิ่งขึ้นค่ะ เราจะเห็นความแตกต่างได้อย่างชัดเจนนะคะถ้าท่านยังไม่ได้อยู่ในกลุ่มไลน์นะคะ ก็สแกนเข้ามานะคะ ไม่มีค่าใช้จ่ายใดๆค่ะ เรียนฟรีตลอดนะคะ เข้ามาอยู่ในสังขารอยู่ในกลุ่มนะคะถามว่าเมื่อเรามีการนัดรวมตัวกันนะคะอาทิตย์ละ1 ครั้งนะคะท่านสามารถมาร่วมได้นะคะ ไม่มีค่าใช้จ่ายเช่นกันค่ะ สิ่งนี้ก็สำคัญในการเติบโตนะคะ เป็นสิ่งที่คุณแม่เน้นย้ำนะคะและเป็นคุณสมบัติข้อหนึ่งที่สำคัญมากๆสำหรับจักรวิชุติที่เราจะต้องเติบโตค่ะ ขอให้ท่านเป็นแสงสว่างของโลกใบนี้นะคะ ทุกๆที่ที่ท่านไปค่ะนำพาเอาความรัก เอาไวเบรชั่นของสิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์เอาความงดงามเอาความสว่างไสวนี้ไปทุกโทุกแห่งนะคะ ให้ผู้คนทุกคนที่ได้สัมผัสท่านสามารถรู้สึกได้ถึงสิ่งนี้ และเขาได้ตื่นรู้เช่นเดียวกับท่านค่ะ วันนี้ขอบคุณทุกท่านที่มานั่งสมาธิด้วยกันนะคะ วันนี้จบไลฟ์เพียงเท่านี้พรุ่งนี้ตี 5:50มาเจอกันอีกครั้งค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ